Which brings us to a special edition of Here for It or Hate It, like a fuzzy bucket hat. You're either here for it or you hate it. I'm not going to tell you where I stand in that situation.
Boo.
So, Ariel Epstein, here for it or hate it, Shohei Ohtani is having the best season of all time.
Here for it. Top 3 in Ks, #1 in opponent batting average, tied for the lead in home runs. Oh, and he has the most triples in baseball, tied for the most. He's a hustler.
She's here for it. I mean,
who isn't here for it? If you've got a counter argument to this, I want to hear it. I'm out of superlatives. I don't know what to say other than he is the best baseball player we've seen of all time. I will say this, and I think D-Row mentioned it on Central last night. He did not look as sharp on the mound. And how could you fault him for that? Look, as a starting pitcher this time of the year, we call them the dog days of summer. You are dragging hind tail trying to pull it together to start every week, every 5 days. He threw a complete game shutout, striking the world out, hitting homers in the second game, just nuts stuff. He does look a little tired. He's the best baseball player we've seen of all time.
X, how is this happening so far into the show? There he goes. You're back up. Okay. Do everything you were doing, but from the top. I muted you. Because, were you screaming at your kid again?
No, I was saying, I thought last year could have been the best season of all time from Shohei Ohtani, finishing 4th in the Cy Young vote. He hit 34 homers, and then he goes and does what he's doing this year. It almost like it's supposed to surprise me, but it don't even surprise me anymore. This is by far the best that we've ever seen, and it could be the best that we'll ever see unless he matches himself time and time again. It's so impressive watching him do what he does on both sides of the ball, and now we're at a point to where he's expecting that from himself as well. And we saw it from the frustration last night, leaving the mound, I think after the 6th inning with a little bit of frustration. He just expects the world of himself. And I think that's what's so special about watching him is his expectations are getting higher than we could ever imagine.
Yeah, just when we think he can't top himself, he's leading not just the AL, but now he's tied in baseball for the lead in home runs. And it's not just by a small margin, it's by 5. You see what he does on the base paths. You see his WAR is at a 9. Aaron Judge had a 10.6 last season. That was the MVP season where he made history. So even I think if the season ended today, if he tapped out, I would still say this might be the best performance, best season of all time. No, listen, X, this is the closest comp we could come up with. It's not good television if there's not some sort of conflict.
He's not hitting 322, Ohtani.
There you go. Ariel called it.
He's like the Babe Ruth fictional character, though. Babe Ruth was this fictional character that was larger than life because he did stuff that we've never seen. Like, how could you do this? Shohei Ohtani is that.
And what do you comp? Babe Ruth isn't even a good comp at this point.
There's not ever been anybody
There's
as
no
good.
comp.
That's right.
Well, Babe Ruth didn't face as many teams as Ohtani faces either.
Look, he didn't face Dominicans, he didn't face African Americans, he didn't face anything else.
That's true.
That's the thing is Shohei Ohtani, let's not forget, Ohtani has come over from Japan and had to acclimate himself to United States playing baseball in the major leagues. That's a whole nother factor because I've gone over to Korea, gone over to Asia, these different countries to go play. And the fact that once you leave the stadium, you have to deal with everything else that you have no idea about. That's what he's still getting acclimated into, and he's still putting up the best numbers we've ever seen. So there is no true comparison to Shohei Ohtani.